So you're buying a home and selling a home. Remember your very first home purchase? All you had to concentrate on was buying the home. Now, years later, you're moving again, and for the third time or maybe the sixth time. But now you own a home that needs to go. Buying a home while selling a home. Not to worry, I'm going to tell you how to do that. Welcome to our favorite YouTube channel. I'm Mike Lavoie. I am a realtor with Dalton Wade Real Estate here in the beautiful Tampa Bay area. My wife Paula and I love working with both home buyers and sellers in the Tampa Bay area. Our goal is to help them with the largest transaction they'll probably ever make and get it done as smoothly as possible. I have done it. When I purchased my first home, it was pretty simple. All I had to worry about was qualifying for the loan and getting a transaction done. The next home wasn't that easy. There were two transactions that had to be dealt with. Selling the current home and buying the new one. Just a little bit more stress. The good thing about it was that I moved within the same city. If you're planning to move to a different city or state, your stress probably will be off the chart. I know that for a fact, because I've worked with a lot of people doing the very same thing. So how do you accomplish this? First things first, your finances. There are two categories of people involved, and you're going to have to figure out which category you fall into. There are those who need to sell their current home in order to buy that next home, and those who want to sell the current home before they buy the next home. There is a difference. Either way, other than real estate investors who, quite honestly, don't want to make mortgage payments at all, and that's a different video, no one I know really wants two mortgage payments. Some people are fortunate enough to be able to buy a home and not need to sell their current house. That's maybe 8 to 10% of the people I work with. Those lucky few fall into the want to sell category and are those who qualify to buy the new home without selling the current one. They have a lot more options when making an offer on the new home. The main benefit is not using the contingency to sell when making the offer. That's a big leg up in the negotiation process. Having been through a seller's market for the last several years, the contingency to sell is a definite negative to a seller who might have 2 or 3 other buyer offers on the table. Sellers in that type of market don't really want to be concerned about your current home being sold in order to purchase their home. With other offers on the table, they're probably going to go right to the offer with the best terms, which could mean the fewest contingencies. So if you fall into the need to sell category, welcome to the crowd. You are among the vast majority of buyers out in the world. Like most buyers, your offer will need to be contingent upon the sale of your current home. This is an additional contingency on top of the others like the right to inspect or the finance contingencies. The realtor helping you with the offer should include this additional contingency because it protects your escrow deposit. The problem is that most sellers would rather not worry about you selling your current home, especially in a hot seller's market. If the seller takes the offer and 4 or 5 weeks later your current home hasn't sold, the deal falls apart. The seller has had to take his home off the market for that period of time. They don't like that because now they have to start all over. The buyer who does not have a home to sell is just a much less risky deal. It's not a deal breaker if your offer is the only one the seller has, so go ahead, make the offer. If your other terms are good and the buyer is motivated, they might take you up on it. All they can do is say no. Just keep in mind, when there are multiple offers, things can be complicated. Set your expectations accordingly. Do not get ahead of yourself. It is so much fun to get on the internet, search all the new listings. It can be overwhelming. You're excited about the new city, things to do, places to go, all the new homes available. That's all normal. I once had a couple looking at homes on our website who marked 193 homes as favorites before they had a current home listed. Of the 193 they marked as favorites, none were available when they were ready to buy. If you need to sell your current home before you buy the new one, Getting online and looking at houses in all over the area is just wasting precious time. You really need to spend your time and energy focusing on selling your current home before finding the new one. Focus your time on getting the current home ready to sell and get it listed. Work with your local realtor. Take their advice on repairs to be made, staging, pricing, marketing. The objective here is to get that house under contract as soon as possible. That could take some time. Start now. Late at night when you can't get to sleep thinking about the repairs you have to schedule, go ahead. Get online and research the area you're moving to. Watch videos about neighborhoods, things to do, places to go, people to meet. But don't waste valuable daytime on the internet looking at homes. You're going through an exciting time of life, but the goal is to get your current home ready to market, sold quickly, and for the most amount of money. Find the right realtor. If you're moving to a new city, you're going to need a local real estate agent. Some people have a relocation company supplied to them by their employer. If you do, utilize them. They'll be able to provide a couple of vetted realtors. Reach out to them by telephone first. Tell them what you are looking for, the size of the home, what part of town or area you're looking into. They're going to need to know what features you want. Is a pool a requirement? Do you want to be on a lake, a golf course? Do you want a gated community? Do you want to be close to your place of employment? Provide that list of features so that the realtor won't spend your time showing homes that don't work for you. If the relo company provides more than one realtor, talk to them. Talk to a couple different realtors. Get to know them a little better. You're going to be spending a lot of time together. You're going to want to get a person that you can work with. Keep in mind, you have no obligation to work with any realtor. Do your due diligence. This person is working with you on one of the largest financial transactions you will ever make. It would be nice to know if he or she has ever sold a home. If you don't think you can work with someone provided by the relo company, don't do it. A lot of people don't have a relo company and are going it alone. If you have a realtor in your current city, there is a good chance they have referral partners in the new city. Most of us do. We do. Another source would be co-workers in the new city. They might know somebody who could help. If that doesn't work, you can contact me. We have a whole network of real estate agents across the country. I'm sure we could get you a couple names to get started with. No matter who or how you get the names of these real estate agents, check them out. You're looking at a legal transaction involving several different people and hundreds of thousands of dollars. It would make sense to talk to realtors who have experience. That would include having gone through the process, that they know the area, who have the support staff necessary to get the home you want to close, and with the least amount of hassle. So I have one more thought on this topic and then I'm going to go down the road. If you go to the internet and type in best realtor in whatever city, you name it, the response is going to be several hundred websites providing you with vetted and qualified real estate professionals. Some do, most don't. The vast majority of these referral sites provide you with real estate agents who pay to be on that site. The vetting process for the real estate professionals to be listed on that site consists of their check, clearing the bank every month. If you have to enter your name, email, and telephone number in order to access the real estate agent's information, think twice before you hit that submit button. The owner of that site is going to send your information to a couple of dozen real estate agents who are in turn going to start calling you within seconds of you hitting that submit button. To some degree, they all do it. Yes, even the big boys like Zillow, Realtor.com, Trulia, HomeSnap. Just be ready for several contact points to start hitting you. If you're moving to a new city, plan your visits. If you have plenty of time before you actually move, consider yourself lucky. Most people can't make multiple trips to their new city, so planning these visits is very important. If you've never been to the new city, the first couple of visits should be information gathering only. Spend a couple of days touring the city. Go through some of the neighborhoods you've searched out on the internet. Talk to some builders. get information on the area. As a side note, if you talk to builders, let them know you're working with a realtor. You'll avoid a whole bunch of issues later on down the road. Your first visit, maybe even the second, should be information gathering only. Do not go shopping for a bunch of homes. Go ahead, ask me, why not? Good question. Unless you are ready to buy that weekend, the homes you go through and love will more than likely be gone when you are ready. You don't have that time to waste. Tour the area as many times as you want. Scope out neighborhoods, proximity to those things that are important to you about where you want to live. Obviously, the last visit will be the buying visit. When you make that visit, your current home should be under contract. Why should your current home be under contract? That leads me to the next point, the offer. So there you are, out with your favorite realtor, looking at all the homes you selected in the neighborhoods that you've toured. Once you have found that perfect home, you have your realtor work up the offer. That offer will contain a couple of contingencies, including the one I talked about earlier, the contingency to sell your current home. You're going to find some sellers will be put off by that particular contingency, especially in a seller's market. Don't worry about it. Make the offer. You may not get it, but then again, you might. If your current home already has gone through the inspection or other contingencies, let the seller know. That makes your offer a little bit less risky and might make a deciding factor. If you're moving to a new city, don't be shocked if the listing realtor of the home you want to make an offer on wants to contact your current realtor to make sure that process is still going smoothly. Going back to the home builders, they don't really care about contingencies, so you should be able to proceed with them either way. Let's talk about timing the move. You have two transactions going on at the same time. Making both of them happen will take effort, and the right hand needs to know what the left hand is thinking. I'm talking about communication. With two transactions going on, you're probably working with two closing coordinators, two loan officers, two title companies, and there are probably going to be three realtors involved. They need to be able to talk to each other without egos coming into play. On the sale of your current home, request a long escrow period. 60 days would be nice. The reason is that you have to get to the new city, get under contract, get financing done, and get ready to buy the new home. That takes time. If you're using a moving company, make sure you contact them early. Find out how long it's going to take for you to get your belongings to the new house. A few days would be really nice. That would give you time to get the new home ready. You're probably going to want to paint, clean up a little bit, new carpet, flooring, whatever. A couple of days to plan that and execute it would be nice. If you're moving to a new city, you can actually pack your car, drive to the new city, and not have to scream all the way there. I've had clients try to do the same day or a back-to-back closing. They can be done, but the stress level goes up a little bit. Okay, it goes up a lot. This is trying to get both transactions done at the same time. While it is convenient, any little hiccup along the way can cause big issues. I've had clients waiting in the closing room for a couple of hours, waiting for the funds to clear so that they can get the keys to the new house. Meanwhile, the moving company is waiting at the front of the new home, charging by the hour. Okay, to wrap this up, buying a home and selling a home at the same time can be stressful, but it is doable. Communication between the realtors is critical for a smooth transaction. Focus on selling your home. The more desirable your home is, the better for you. Desirability means control, longer escrows, higher prices for your home. Get a contract on your current home and then get excited about finding a new home. If you're looking for something else to watch on our channel, here is a video about working with new home construction. Thanks for watching. Go make it a great day.